All right, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Um, I am cleaning out this space. Well, organizing this space a little bit because it was a hot mess. So I'm basically gonna clean up this space a little bit, and while I'm cleaning up this space a little bit, I'm gonna do part 3 of the series of um, mistakes people make when starting their fitness journey. And basically, I have already spoken about um, number one, I spoke about diet slash nutrition. Number two was supplements. And number three, I'm gonna do is training every day. Look, don't get me wrong. Some people train every day. A lot of people train every day. They get their consistent progress. I'm not knocking it. Um, there is a few times that I've trained every day, but it's not consistently for a long period of time. So, um, and even with me training it every day, it's not what you think. Some people will train every day, as in literally every day they're lifting weights. Every day they're lifting weights. Training training is not doesn't have to be purely weightlifting, but that's kind of how a lot of people tend to make it. And so um, I'm not with it. I'm not with lifting weights every day. I am okay with training every day, but there comes a point where you know um, you gotta vary your training. So if I should talk about um, when I used to train every day, when I used to train every day. Now I grew up. I don't remember if you. I posted a video about this before, like my background. I grew up as a track track athlete for the majority of my life, and so you do weightlifting, you do um, excuse me, you do weightlifting, you do a lot of cardio, a lot of explosive work. So 3 days, for example, 3 days a week, we're lifting weights. 2, 3 days a week, we are um, that right. Yeah, I'm gonna have. Yeah.
All
Think
that
so.
baby stuff we throw it, we can throw
You
it.
throw it away?
My
Well,
father-in-law brought. He wanted to send it to Africa.
okay.
Um, can we put it in a bag or something?
It's true.
Does it fit?
This one is too big for a bag. Well, we can try to pull it. Actually, can pull it apart.
Oh, these are splash.
No, those are weights. The like a sandbag type weights.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna take them out of the bag and put them. There's some other ones that is over there
yeah.
that I'm gonna put. But yeah, this should be able to fit in the bag. I don't know if it's big enough, but
And then these tires. I don't want.
I'm gonna keep them.
Uh,
I'm just gonna have them here for easy access because I'm gonna use the smaller ones for the class sometimes.
and this microwave, this table, to sell all this online.
Okay.
This fan is needed. So
Yeah,
it's,
I'm gonna set it.
yeah.
I'm gonna set
Yeah,
them
you
over.
can. I don't want to bother you. You know what you're doing.
Okay. This is too big for this bag. But yeah, guys. This is too big for this bag. But anyways, training every day. Um, yeah. So, like I was saying, um, we'll lift weights 3 days a week. It varies. Don't take this as um, the exact thing we do all the time. Okay, it varies. So we'll lift weights 3 days a week, and um, we'll run, sprint, explosive, whatever the case is, whatever the program is. We'll do that 3 to 5 days a week, right? So most of the stuff we're doing is explosive cardio and then weightlifting, right? So when I say I train every day, I will lift weight most of those times. I'll be lifting weights probably 3 times a week, and then um, I'll be doing um, then I'll be doing sprints, explosive work. I'll be doing calisthenics, core. Most of my times doing calisthenics is core is involved. So you'll find like maybe 2 days a week I'll do calisthenics and core. Um, and that's like sometimes twice a day. Sometimes it's 30 minutes in the morning. Sometimes it's 30 minutes in the evening, and then or you'll do 45 minutes sometimes, depending on if I have to run to the location that I'm going to do these things. Then I would run there and basically run back home. So um, when you're starting out though, like that's just me giving you a synopsis of what it used to look like when I did training every day or 6 days a week or even 5 days a week. You know, I I do like that. Some people will ask me how many days a week you train, and I may say 6 or every day, and they're like, "Oh my God," but they don't understand because what they think is I am doing I am in the gym 6 or 7 days a week. No, I'm not. I am not. The gym is not the only place you can work out. There is track, there is hills. So even that, hills are one of my favorite things to do, hill sprints. So um, it will be my point of duty to run to the hills, do hill sprints. You can do push-ups, burpees up the hill, that good stuff, right? So that was kind of habitual. Even to this very day, hill sprints is one of my favorites. Like hill, hill sprints are so dope. So if you guys are talking about training every day, please please don't go please don't go into the gym and start training every day like a bodybuilder. Like you first of all, what one of the things you should know, a lot of these bodybuilders, current bodybuilders, they used to train like an athlete. They used to lift weights twice a week. They used to run a lot. They used to play soccer or whatever the case is. Do not start out training and start training like a bodybuilder. Train like an athlete. Get your body conditioned. If you don't know what it means to get your body conditioned, research it. Pay a trainer pay a strength and conditioning coach or a personal trainer that has background in strength and conditioning for excuse me ideas and just basically like a lecture giving you an idea uh, surrounding what strength and condition is, so that you can make smart decisions going forward. Because your body needs to be reconditioned um, to get uh, to get the most effective to, to, to get the most effective outcome for yourself for yourself. Strength and conditioning as a part of your workout is very valuable to how you want to look, right? So you want to prioritize um, strength and conditioning as a part of your workout. And so, uh, for you starting out, I would recommend training like an athlete, where, like I said, you would probably lift weights 3 times a week, and the other 3 or 2 days a week. Often, I recommend people going working out 5 days a week to start. I don't recommend 7 days a week, but addressing the 7 days a week situation, I mean every day, I am not against it. It just depends on what you are doing. That it really comes down to for me. What is it that you're doing? Are you doing like a bodybuilder style training? Well then, I don't recommend it. Are you doing more of an athletic type training? Well then, I do recommend it. Because here is the other part to athletic type training. You are doing strength, you're lifting weights, you're doing explosive, like jump squats, box jumps, burpees. You're doing those things. You know, the next thing that is a part of athletic training is basically you participating in a yoga class. Basically, in a yoga class, what happens? You work on flexibility, you work on mobility, you work on, basically, yoga is kind of like a rehab physical therapy, if you really think about it. And so when you train like an athlete, basically, it incorporates you training basically everything, right? You see how you will go in and you probably do 3 sets of crunches or sit-ups. Man, doing yoga is much more effective, because during yoga you're doing core and you're increasing your flexibility at the same time. So, and the goal, the recommendation to train like an athlete is because you're not only training one body part. Remember, your body works together. Your body works together to um, produce one produce an effective function. So it's like you're not when you do crunches, you're basically isolating your core, your abs, your your uh, abs at the front, your core at the front. When you do, excuse me, and when you do crunches, if you think about the movement, you are there is a limit. There's a limitation to what you're able to do. There is a limitation to what you're able to do for your body. Whereas if you do yoga, you're not only doing core in one exercise, but you're also, like I said earlier, doing flexibility, you're doing mobility. So you're rehabbing yourself in the process, right? Um, and that's kind of athletic training. it's working the body parts in synchrony because your body operates in synchrony. Like I'm walking, my hands are moving, my legs are moving, my quads is working together with my hamstring and my glutes and my hips. They function as one. Whereas when you do crunches, you're just focused on here. So, and that's not essentially how your body moves. Your body moves with all parts functioning effectively. I get it. Sometimes you do want to isolate a body part to get it stronger. But starting out, you really want to get full function. Full function. When you get full function going, then you can start zooming in on certain body parts and doing extra work here, doing extra work there. But to start, you kind of want to get everything going. So it's overall more um, what's the word? Overall more holistic is not a bad word. Overall is more holistic, right? So yeah, that's my. I'm not gonna keep this video very long. You get the idea of what I am trying to say, and yeah, it's not that complicated really. At the end of the day, it comes down to you basically just doing things in a smarter way, and yeah. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Peace out. It's your boy Coach Jai. See you on the next one.